Rock Academy drummers. These are, I'm just going to add some videos of the grade pieces. I'm not going to go through all the songs. I'm not going to go through them the entirety of the song, just to save on time really. I'm just going to go through some bits that might be proving tricky for some of you. So if you haven't already, this is the Trinity Rock and Pop syllabus. If you're doing the grade, you're actually going to do the exam, I would really recommend, well actually even if you're not going to do it, I'd still recommend getting this book because it comes with a downloadable code so you can get access to the songs. There's some great songs in here. Actually all of the rock and pop grades have got some really cool songs, working on feel and everything like that. So yeah, pretty cool. Within the books, there are 3 technical focus songs and the rest of the songs are just kind of normal. And the technical focus songs are slightly more tricky, I guess. So more technical, there's sort of more technical kind of skills involved, appropriate obviously to the level that you're at. So if you're thinking of doing the exam, obviously just because we're doing the grade doesn't mean you actually have to take the exam. You decide that really. I'll go with whatever you want to do. But if you are going to take the exam, one of the songs, at least one of them has to be a technical focus song. So there's no getting out of it, I'm afraid. So yeah, so we're just going to go through it bit by bit. First video, this video is going to be Another One Bites the Dust. So for those of you working on Another One Bites the Dust, carry on watching. So hopefully this will benefit you. So again, as I say, I'm not going to go through the whole song. I'm just going to go through bits. So the groove of this song is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Nice and simple. Now if this is proving a bit tricky, what you need to do before you kind of approach anything else is maybe have a listen to even the original track. It's going to be a little faster than this because this is at grade 1, so they've slowed it down slightly and it's not as in depth as the kind of the original, the Queen song. So this is obviously a cover of it, but just have a little listen to the feel. 1 and 2 and kind of straight rock, you know. So it does that. And on bar 12 we have a fill, we have our first fill, which you'll be able to see up there. I've got it in front of me, but you should see it now. And it's a quaver, 2 semiquavers and finishing off with a quaver. So that feels like this. 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and. Okay? And then obviously beat 1 would be the hi-hat. 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So let's have a go at linking those two, that bar in with the bar before and the bar after. So I'm going to do 2 bars of groove and then we're going to go into the fill and then we're going to go back. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4. Let's do that slowly. 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and here it comes. 1 and 2 and 4 and. Let's use our words. 3 and 4 and. So if that's something, it might be that you're actually okay with the fill's fine, but it might be that you're having slight trouble going into the fill from the groove and back out again, back into the groove. If that's the case, that's totally fine because it's very, very common to kind of, because you're anticipating it coming up and, you know, then you kind of go a bit, so your body goes a bit tense and yeah, you end up kind of tripping over yourself. So the key is, when you're practicing that bit, to not keep going back to the beginning of the song, just to go from like a bar or 2 bars before, so you're not kind of wasting practice time, you're getting right in there, you're kind of zooming into the bit that you're struggling with. Remember that little word yet, can't do it yet, not that you can't do it, you can't do it yet if you are struggling. Okay, so we've done that bit. We're going to go to bar 16 now, and there's a kind of a little fill midway through the bar starting on beat 3. So again, I'm going to do a bar of groove before and then we're going to go into this kind of bar 16, okay? 1 and 2 and, oh, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so starting on beat 3, we've got a biscuit and then we've got a lemonade, or 3 and Okay, so let's try that bar just on its own. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So usually on beat 3 we'd have a bass drum with a hi-hat, but we haven't got that in this bar because it stops, the groove stops on the and of beat 2 and then we go into the. Okay, and then on bar 18 we've got a little tiny little fill on but beat 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that's your black current if you're using words. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and black currant 1 and 2. So again, if you're struggling with this, black currant, black currant, black currant. So it's up to you how you do it. I think it's better to go right, left, which means you've got your right hand. A lot of drumming kind of, you look at how to drum and how to kind of, be smart about what limb is going next, where next. And for me, if you're going to go black currant or black currant, can you see that? Black currant, you got a bit more of a movement to get over. Whereas if you go right, left, you've got your time for your hand to come back over. So it's kind of smoother. Gives a less kind of rushed feel to it. So that's cool. So we've got another bar of groove. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 1 and 2. So that fill there. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. If you use words, squash. Okay, and then we've got a last fill at the end with an F, which means which is loud. I sometimes forget the Italian word, but I will find it for you. I've actually got a sheet to print off, so I'll give you that, so you've kind of got it as a reference. But yeah, it always goes out of my head. But basically, it means loud. So we've got a, and then you've got 2 accent notes at the end. So nice loud note. The semi-quaver at the end there really, accented it. So yeah, so hopefully that's okay and that's good for you and you'll be able to work with that if you are struggling with this song. And again, just kind of, play it through once you've got the hang of it and then put the music on. Some of you have said to me already that you feel a bit nervous with the music, you feel like you go wrong with the music. Again, very common, it doesn't mean that you can't play and you're a bad drummer at all. It just means you need to practice. It does throw you off because you've got other things to consider, other instruments to kind of listen out for, and it can throw you off because sometimes there's contrary things happening. Although everyone should be in the same kind of key and time and everything like that in the time signature, but even so, you have got like the guitarist sometimes doing something slightly, differing from the rhythm that you're doing perhaps. Yeah, and again, just practice it, just put it on. Again, don't worry about making mistakes. If you make a mistake, it's cool, just go back, and try it again. But the more you do it, the better it will be, I promise. So well done, everybody. See you soon. Bye.